wrong. Go back where we belong. Forgive us for our wrong. I pray this reach the throne.
Let me stop it. Shalom, family. It's your man Elijah. Thank you for joining me in Unsectarian Wisdom, and as usual, I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Let's go ahead and jump in, family. Woosah. Hold on. Let me take in some of that good air real quick. Hold on. What's Brother Ralphie say, right? He says, taking in that good prana, baby, right? Anyway, so I like watching Ralph. Shout out to Ralph. Anybody familiar with Ralph, go check his page out. I haven't watched him in a minute. I'm pretty sure he's still on it, man. So family, this message is for everybody. This is whether you so-called black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Latino, Middle Eastern, African, blue, black, white, orange, whatever color you go by, ethnicity, even for the animals. This is just for the animals too. So, and by the way, I am a so-called black man, if you may, or if you, did I use that right? Not if you may, if, I guess, whatever. Anyway, before I digress. So I was just sitting here, I was having one of those moments where, doing whatever I'm doing, computer related stuff, listening to certain lectures or whatever. So, and looking at videos, right? And some of the videos I've been seeing a lot more lately is a lot of the Hebrew Israelite videos, especially ones with them going out to like games or colleges, especially since it's been in the news a lot lately, because of the whole Kanye, Kyrie, and whole debacle. So I'm basically going to tell y'all what's going on right now. So if you just take some time, like I said, this is for everybody, just listen to me, and I'm going to let y'all know what's going on. I can't tell you everything because I can only tell you a piece. I can only tell you the piece that I have. And no, by no means do I know everything, and by no means do I tell you to take my word. As I say with anything, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. Dang, it just totally, look, family, I'm having a moment right now. Line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. And with all I getting, you know what? I'm having one of those brain. Y'all know I've said it many times. Don't judge me, right? Okay. Study, read, fast, pray, research. Study to make yourself approved. Don't just believe me. Don't let me lead you to hell. You can lead yourself to hell. We already in hell. So in other words, don't let me keep you in hell. You can keep yourself in hell. You got to lead yourself out of hell. You got to send yourself. It's up to you. That's up to you. You got to put the work in. So I just want to say that. So that's why I said this is for everybody. So anyway, so I digress. So let me stop. So I'm looking at the Hebrew Israelite videos, right? And if I'm gonna be honest, family, it brings joy to my heart, to my spirit, to see my people coming together, working together, making a statement about who we are. It really does. It brings joy. It truly does. And especially to see it from these particular people, because the word or the creator, this subject is so close to my spirit, to my heart. Everything in life, in my life in particular, if I could be honest, nothing And honestly, I know the Creator did it for a reason. I understand now why my life was how it was. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be who I am now. Because we're all on that path. Those who are true seekers of knowledge, we're all on that, righteous knowledge, true knowledge from the Creator on the path, right? We all come from many different paths, many walks of life, different places. But if your heart, because remember, what's the word say? You can't hide. You can't hide the Creator. You can't hide your true intentions from the Creator, because the Creator is you, the Creator is in you, the Creator is everything and everyone. You can't hide your true intentions. So those who are truly on this path, no matter where you come from, no matter what religion, no matter what your circumstance in life, no matter your sex, no matter your look, if you truly, in the true sense, love God, if you truly want to, or if you truly, in the true sense, love the Most High Creator, if you truly, in the true sense, truly love yourself, you will seek, you will fight, you will crawl through the muck for this knowledge. You will push through no matter what you see. You will say, I may not understand, Creator, but I'm going to keep pushing. Because I know there's more. Something in me keeps telling me there's more. My life is falling apart. It's just, I can't explain this hell. The only thing I have left is you. So I'm going to keep pushing. No matter what I see, no matter how I feel, no matter what happens to me, I'm going to keep pushing because I know I'm here for a reason. Everybody's here for a reason. I know I'm not crazy. I'm going to keep pushing. This is for those true ones, those true. I said it myself, man. You want to see a real gang member? I'll show you somebody who truly down for the Creator. Truly, I'm talking about that Old Testament. That's a true gangster. That's fearless. Woo, excuse me, family. I got some habits I need to stop. So before I digress, because I'm always digressing. I'm always going off on side stories, right? But so when I see these Hebrew Israelites out here, right? Not so-called black Hebrew Israelites, they brown. First off, I don't see no black. I ain't never seen no black person. Anyway, so when I see this, it brings joy to me because I see the awakening and the reminding of my people of who they are. And before anybody clicks off, and remember, this is for everybody. Listen, don't get all sensitive in your emotions. Look, I know you tired. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. If you listen and don't complain and this do crazy. First off, look, I am if you want to call it a Israelite by blood. Yes, by blood. Let me not. I don't need quote. I don't know why. I'm so used to doing that because there's so much garbage. No, it's not quotations. I am a Israelite by blood, or Native American, Niji. My people, here's the thing, or Eberite, my people go by many different names. All right? But nonetheless, this is deeper than flesh and blood. And that's where we're going, so just stay with me. All right? So yes, I admit, by blood, I am a Israelite. But by spirit, I'm a Hebrew. And another thing, family? Personally, when it comes to the so-called black Hebrew Israelites or the Hebrew Israelites, and no disrespect to my brothers, because look, all day if you ask me do I support them and what's going on, I support them 100% right now what's going on. I do. But you know what? I'm not even going to go there yet. I'm not going to go there yet. I might not even go there because I want to be careful with my words because, like I said, I do support. So let me. Okay, let's just rewind. Let me rewind. before I start giving out food salad. So I'm sitting here today, like I said, I'm looking at a chapter of brothers in Little Rock, Arkansas. And you know, I lived there for a little bit back in the day, right before I joined the army. And ooh, that's probably giving up too much information. Let me stop talking. But so then I'm watching the video, and like I said, I got pride because like I said, I see my brothers doing their thing, and I just, oh man, see, always this always happens. Okay, I gotta have something playing in the background, cause so let me keep talking while I'm doing this. So, like I said, I know I keep saying it, family. I'm bad at multitasking. Forgive me for a second. So, like I said, I'm feeling good because I see the cohesion, I see the awakening, I see all this good stuff to me, and this thought comes to me, you know, in my spirit, and it's like, would you want them to be in charge though? And my spirit's asking me, what my spirit's saying is, would you want them to be in charge? It's asking me about the Hebrew Israelites. Would I want them to be in charge? Basically, essentially, is what it was saying. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm sitting there thinking, because I'm like, where's this going in my mind? I'm like, and then it kind of brought me back to, remember this, I forget, but it was, I think it was Jam Master Jay. What's his name? I forget the brother's name, but peace unto the brother. You know, I support him too. Or I support what he said he stands for. Let me not necessarily say him, because when it comes to the flesh, you know, people can trick you. You never know. I'm not even saying nothing negative about the brother. It's not what I'm saying, so I'm not getting too much. But what I'm just saying, once again, as seeing my people coming together, I love that. You know, not for violence and not for hurting people, but just showing cohesion, because most of the time in the news it's always negativity, hurting each other, just dumb stuff. But to see something positive, to see something like that it gives me pride, you know, and especially it's not in your usual black power, because like I said, we're brown, man. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I don't like this whole Wakanda. I don't like all that, because it's not the truth. And honestly, it leads my people more into darkness, doing all this black power in Wakanda. There's nothing wrong with the color black, period. I love the color black, but we're not black. And in ways I understand. Like one day I thought about, like, and this is funny because this was almost like that, me going through the whole Jesus thing, and then from Jesus to Yahusha, and me going through that whole phase of, no, it's this name. It's kind of like that too, because in my mind too, the Creator, you know, as I've been learning and going through things, and I've been learning about the ether, right, and how things really are. Everything came from the darkness. So in reality, I guess you could say I am black. Matter of fact, we're all black, because we all came from the ether, which is the Creator. You know, how do you know where you're going if you don't first know where you came from? We're all black, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But it obviously is deeper than that. So in a way, I could be like, when I say black, I could be saying that I'm the ether. But let's be honest. For most Negroes, that's not what they're saying at all. It's they don't really know what they're doing. They're just saying I'm black and I'm proud. You know how many conversations I've had with my people, and I've asked them, but let me ask you a question. You was in school, right? You're and with college educated people too. It's like, brother, let me ask you, you know, what elementary school, right? All right, remember elementary school, we had the Crayola crayons and stuff, and markers and stuff. We learned our colors, right? Yeah, okay. Now, you know, might pull up some pictures. Okay, you see this crayon? Yes. What color is this crayon? It's black. Okay, cool. Right, okay. What color is this crayon? It's brown. Okay. So we got that down. We know what the colors are. Now, what color are you? Oh, I'm black. No. Hold on. 1 second. Let me ask you again. What color are you as a person? You. Look at your skin. What color are you? They'll look at their skin, look up, confused, like, I'm black. and I say, hold on, let me go back. Let's go back to school. Mr. or Mrs. Degree. Here's a black crayon. Here's a brown crayon. Right? You see the difference? Okay. Now look at your skin. What color is your skin? Black? I don't get it. What's your point? You know what? I'm good. Have a blessed day. I'm good. Okay. Look, anyway, so because I'm digressing, you know, I gotta be that theatrical sometimes. But so I'm sitting here, and once again, family, don't leave. Even if you're Hebrew Israelite, don't leave. You know, because I'm going somewhere. Because you my people, and I got respect for you. I got joy for you. So please don't leave. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm gonna bring this around. So, you know, but if you want to leave, go ahead. Whatever. I don't care. But matter of fact, you can. You know, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. And even if you dislike, go ahead dislike. Or comment. If you dislike, leave a dislike comment as well. And please share with your friends. If you're part of any community, whether it be Christian, Islam, Satanic, Egyptology, Mormon, Buddhist, Hindu. There's like those fire people in Iran. Very little. I forget what the religion is called again. Put it in the comment section if anybody remember. I forget what it's called. It's like sun, but I know they got some truth in it. But I forget what they're called. But yeah, there's them. You got our Jedis. You got our Sith Lords. We got our furries. Got our anime people. What are they called? No, that's not. Never mind. Wrong term. Not that. What are they called? The Ouija boos. You know. And at the end of the day, I'm saying, when it comes to all these ideologies, you can all come get it. Everybody can get it. Everybody catching it. I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, if you ain't talking creator, I don't care. I don't give allegiance to man-made things. I don't give allegiance to man-made organizations. You know, I show some support because I understand that, you know, from out of chaos comes order, you know? And that's how the creator builds kingdoms, through order. Not necessarily through how we look at things today and how we run things, but nonetheless, there's order. There's a time and place for everything. You know, in the beginning, when you're creating things, of course there's going to be some chaos because you're creating, you're probably destroying things. But then after that, you're destroying things with the intent of building them back up for the purpose of order. All things must be done in order. Anyway, so I keep digressing. So ask me, would you want them to be in charge? And it takes me back. Dang, I digress so much. That was a minute ago. But so Jam Master Day in Hebrew. So anyway, and it's the same question I asked myself back then. At the end of the day, let's say in an alternate universe, like for instance that show, I've mentioned this before, Knots and Crosses. It's a good show. If anybody's watched it, it's like this alternate universe of Africa and Europe. You should watch it. It's called Knots and Crosses. I think it's on Peacock. Not that although I just gave them some free publicity, I'm not necessarily doing it for them, but it's a show, and it actually has some very good spiritual, how do I say this? Some good spiritual symbolism as far as reality and life, and anyway, Knots and Crosses. So I thought to myself, and matter of fact, it's funny, BET did this show once. I forget what it's called, but like every week, it'd be a new episode of, I guess you could say it's almost like Black Mirrors, BET's version of Black Mirrors. And on this one particular episode, it was like if the roles of so-called white and black people were reversed in society. If, you know, most of the time the presidents and politicians, everybody was so-called black, and then everybody who lived in the hoods and ghettos and stuff were so-called white people. And basically, it was really kind of cringy and corny, but it was funny, and I got the point though too. But it was just like how you would usually see so-called black people living today or acting is how you would see so-called white people acting, and how so-called white people is how you would see so-called black people acting. So you guys get the point. So, but my point is, the reason why I would not want Mr. Grandmaster Jay, or even honestly, even the Nation of Islam, or even the Hebrew Israelites, or the Christian, or some Christian church, or some mosque, some caliphate, or even Buddhism. Well, it depends on who be leading the boot. And the reason I say not because I'm Buddhism, I'm not, it's because I feel like I've told you guys before, it's like elementary school is Islam, middle school is Christianity, high school is Buddhism. And the reason why I say that is because Buddhism, it's like when you come to Buddhism, at that point, like this is why they say it's not a religion. You should be at peace with yourself. You ain't trying to hurt nobody. You just like, you know what, man, look, at the end of the day, you ain't got to listen to nothing I say. Just do you. As long as you happy, I'm happy. That don't mean go do nothing wrong. And that's the same. This isn't me telling people to go be Buddhist. I don't agree with joining any religion. I only agree with joining God. I agree with reading everything, studying to make yourself approved. So this is not me saying go be Buddhist or Christian. This is not me favoring anyone. This is not what I'm saying. This is just from my understanding of these different organizations and their purpose, or what would be the best way, in my opinion, how they would be used, and how they should be used in society, as far as not trying to keep people in slavery, but to be used to enlighten people instead of used to keep them in hell, instead of them being used for what they were supposed to be used, to help people ascend. So I was just saying, Buddhism, I feel like, is more of that's the end. That's when you get past, like, I'll put it like this. When you're in elementary school, you're more violent. You're more, look, like, as soon as somebody mess up, no, which I understand, because when you're a kid, it is not saying people with it. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying my brothers and sisters in Islam are violent. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they're more stern. More like the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Islam is more in the face, like, look, this is how we live. Ain't no, and honestly, in beginning civilizations, I understand it. I understand why the Bible, because when you're starting something new, especially if you're starting a civilization with people coming from another civilization who are so used to living another way for so long, and especially when they're adults, like, what do you think people say about, like, older people? They get stuck in their ways. So sometimes in the beginning, and that's even what's going on now, and I'm not advocating for nothing, I'm just explaining something. Sometimes you got to start off forcefully until, you remember they say, like, if you do some 30, 40 days, it becomes habit. And I'm not giving up for violence or nothing. I also understand what this matrix is for, and remember, this probation, it's not real. But nonetheless, it's for us to learn. And I digress. But nonetheless, like I said, more stern. And then Christianity, and you start to, I understand what they talk about, the Crusades and stuff. But once again, this is me. Not talking about the religions that necessarily, I'm just talking about from a teaching aspect. So Christianity, supposedly, how it's supposed to be, you're supposed to, kind of, how would I say, not be as violent. Just take it down a notch, right? Not be so stern. It's like you start to loosen up a little bit because now Yahushua's in your life. See, Islam is like when you first get off the streets and you needed that tough love because you was hard-headed. So now that you're not hard-headed no more, and you know what it is, now it's like, okay, here, bring in Christianity, start introducing them to Yahushua, and now, he can start, calm it down a little bit, or she. You can start, okay, I get it, you went through some stuff, but at first it's because you was out there in them street show, you was acting up, you was doing this, so it had to be tough love. So I had to hit you with that Islam. Otherwise, you probably would have took advantage because you was hard. So because you was hard, because you was a rock, I had to meet you with a rock. Until I beat you down. And now that I got you beat down and docile to the word and ready to listen and learn, bam, now let me hit you with that Christianity. Now let Yahushua come in and be like, come on, bro, like, come on, brother, calm down, it's cool. Shh, look, just chill out. Look, I know you tense, you've been through a lot, but I'm here now, we gonna talk. Like, I'm your therapist. Let's come on. Okay, hold on. All right, brother Muhammad. Peace be unto you, brother. Paula, just want to make sure. Tell me what's wrong, man. What's going on? You seem kind of tense, brother. I want to, this is Yahusha talking to Muhammad, peace be unto you, brother. You get what I'm saying? So that's basically what it is. So now Muhammad is now meeting Yahusha, right? They having conversations. Muhammad tell him about his life. Yahusha's like, man, you went through that. Oh yes. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I understand. I got, you know what, brother? You know what? I got you. You know what? Matter of fact, look. I got a present for you. I got a new wineskin for you. And then Muhammad's like, what you mean a new wineskin? Aren't I good enough? You trying to say I'm not? What you trying to? I thought you supposed to help me. You sit here and tell me I'm not good enough. I done sit here and told you everything. Now you gonna sit here. Brother, are you done? Are you done? Can I speak? I don't want to interrupt you, brother Muhammad. Peace be unto you, brother. And Muhammad's like, you know what? I apologize, brother. I got beside myself because we in this situation right now, and people putting you in front of me. I'm thinking I ain't got no problems. I'm following the law to the T. If you mess up, man, go. Look, respect to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? As they say, hamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? Hamdulillah, hey. Anyway, but look, to my Islamic brothers, look, no, for real. I got a lot of respect for y'all, for real. So I'm just joking around, so no, for real. Y'all, look, if anything, like I say, this world, if there's anything this world needs, honestly, if I was gonna pick a religion for the masses, look, I'm always gonna be Hebrew. No, not necessarily. My bad. I'm always going to be by blood of Israelite. So I'm always gonna live by my people's traditions. But for the rest of the world, I would say Islam. Yeah. But not just Islam after that. Remember, we remember Yahusha and Muhammad, they in the meeting right now, right? They talking. So, anyway, after a while, peace be unto you, brother. After a while, Yahusha, after him and brother Muhammad come to a place of calmness and speaking. And now brother Yahusha is able to minister to brother Muhammad some more. Peace be unto you, brother. And, he starts to calm down more. And basically, he's like, Yahusha's like, look, brother, I understand what you've been through. The Creator sent you here. Our father, our mother, the Creator sent you here to do a job, and it was a tough job. But know, brother, that it couldn't be done by anybody but you. And well done, brother, you did it. Thank you, brother. Now you can relax. Just do it when you want to go do it. Relax. I'm playing, my bad. Let's get out of it. Anyway, so, brother, relax. It's cool. Like, for real, you can rest now. Let me take some of that burden off of you. Let me take some of it off of you. You did your cross. You whipped them in shape for me. You got them obedient. You got them to a point where at least they'll listen. So now let me come in and bring a little softness in it. See, Islam is daddy. Islam is coming in, pops full screen, knocking down the door. Y'all need to stop acting up. Pow! Christianity is mama coming in. All right, baby. I know daddy came in here and he put that belt to that booty. That hot, ooh, I know it hurt. Ooh, let me kiss it, baby. Anybody have your mama or your parent do that to you growing up? Where they spank you and then after they done, they look you in the face and they be like, this hurt me more than you know what? Anyway, but I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, but love you, mom. Only one of very few women or people in general life who you know how I feel about that word, but that's my mama. So, but anyway, where was I at? I digress. So yeah, Papa Islam came in and not to say Yahusha is a woman, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, in a way, too, my spiritual, I'm talking about the feminine aspect. Is where Yahusha comes in and it's like, don't be wrong, Yahusha could be tough when Yahusha needs to be. But most of the time, Yahusha gonna be chill. He gonna be, caring, loving, accepting. You really gotta take Yahusha there for him to trip. Like, you really gotta be on his laugh nerve. Because he like, look, I'll put it like this. He ain't Gandhi because, look, Gandhi might let you just do whatever and he be cool. But Yahusha, look, I promise you this. You put your hands on Yahusha, he gonna smack you. Look, Okay, I know at some point I get the cross, but before he had to get on the cross, I promise you, he would have smacked you if he had to. But he didn't have to because he was G like that. Like, look, we talk about Andrew Tate, but hey, ain't nobody like Yahusha of Nazareth. I'm just saying, ain't nobody. Look, you can go into Josephus. Josephus said he was real. It's just you don't understand who he was because you haven't done the right research. I'm not talking about Jesus. We're going to talk about Jesus and the Christ. I don't know if we're going to talk about this lesson, but y'all need to understand something about that. There's a difference between that and Yahusha. And it's not, look, not necessarily, actually, let me say, it's not necessarily negative. When I talk about this part, I get passionate because I'm trying to get people to understand. Anyway, so now Yahusha got us to calm down, right? Now Yahusha didn't talk to us. We cool now we not so tough. Like, don't get me wrong, you come at us wrong, I still got that Islam in me, but I backhand you. Don't play with me. Don't test my gangster when it comes to supporting my Allah. You know, inshallah, son. Wait, what you talking? Wait, what's that word? What's the Somali brothers be saying? What they said? Wahad. I forget what they be saying. But anyway, so Yahusha be like I said, get Brother Muhammad, peace be unto you, brother. You know, he cool now, he chill, like, you know, he real, like before, you know, he was real tense. Like, he always wanna, you know, because, you know, he was always, because he been in the dirt with him. He know how these people act. He like, man, you can't trust these Negroes. And no, family, when I'm talking right now, I'm saying Negroes, I'm talking about white people too, Hispanic people too. I'm talking about Mexicans, Asians, Latinos. I'm talking about Middle Easterns, Africans. I'm talking about, and if I forgot you, I'm calling you Negro too, because at the end of the day, we all in the flesh and we all be doing BS. So when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about everybody. So once again, don't let Brother Muhammad, peace be unto him, come out of me. I'm just saying that this is what, you know. But now though, he cool, Brother Muhammad. He's been reformed. He's more peaceful because Brother Yahusha came and told him he could chill. He's like, brother, I'm here to help. I'm here to take some of the burden off of you. I get it. You good. So now he chill. He more cool. Matter of fact, sometimes Yahusha be like, look, bro, Muhammad, peace be unto you. I know I said chill, but you a little too chill now, bro. Like, come on. You know, so. Peace be unto you, bro. So anyway, so now one day, you know, Brother Muhammad coming, you know, he come in office, probably about 15 minutes late as usual, because you know how melanated people be sometimes. I'm playing, not with the stereotypes, okay. But anyway, but in this story, yeah. So you know, Brother Muhammad walk in. He maybe, peace be unto him, about 15 minutes late as usual. But Yahusha not tripping because look, what can I do? It's my brother, man. So anyway, Yahusha's like, how you doing today, bro? Or I mean, assalamu alaikum, my brother. And that's Muhammad looking at him like, yeah, salaikum as-salam, brother. That's what I thought. Anyway, you know how I roll. I'm playing. He didn't sell the butt. Anyway, so once they get played, he's like, Yahusha's like, look, hey, bro, I got something for you today, something new. I want to introduce you to somebody. And Muhammad's looking at him like, peace be unto you, brother. He's like, what you mean? Who you got? Who's here? Somebody, is a mom's about? He's like, look, calm down. I got you. So anyway, they talking. And the next thing you know, Yahusha's like, all right, come in. I want you to meet somebody. Look, it's our cousin. What you mean our cousin? Man, first off, we not even related, bro. What you mean we not Yahusha's like, bro, you know, really, he's like, I don't mean like that. I'm not talking about years ago, bro. You know what I'm talking about right now? We not related like that, bro. So how we have, what he cut? Yahusha's like, bro, calm down. Muhammad, peace be unto you. Okay. He's like, you know what, you're right. I was going, boy, I thought you was playing. You know, you be playing too much. You be playing too much. I know, but I'm serious. So anyway, like, he's like, hey, come in. So anyway, guess who walks in? Cousin Buddha, right? And then Yahusha's sitting there like, look. So, look, Muhammad, this is Buddha, this is Muhammad. Say hello, salutations. You know, assalamu alaikum, brother. You know, because he kind of look at it, because he's like, because at first Muhammad, like, you know, rightly, because what he learned through life, and it's just true. You should just trust no man. It's not saying you should call him out all the time or be rude to him, but be wary of people. Not saying, you know, be standoffish, but don't just be so trustworthy. Let circumstances trust people so you can see who they are before you just start being all close to them. So obviously, Brother Muhammad, peace be unto him, you know, he a little standoffish. Like, he's like, at first he's like, yeah, assalamu alaikum, brother. And then, what would Buddha say? Buddha would be like, he'd be like, namaste, But he all cool. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, look, we all learning together. I still got certain things with certain religions I don't have all the way down yet. But I apologize to my Hindu and my Buddhist brothers and sisters out there for getting certain things mixed up. Look, we all learning together, but I know we all one and we all family and connected. So just go with me. So then Brother Buddha's in, right? He says his thing, and then basically Yahushua's like, look, Muhammad, I need you to listen. You know what? I've been going on for a minute with this habit. Okay, so anyway, make a long story short, I apologize. I'm sorry. Let me get to it. So to make a long story short, right? Man, wouldn't y'all be mad if I just like, look, I gotta go to the bathroom quick, I'll be back. Nah, but I do, but I'm gonna hold it because I want to keep talking. So anyway, so what is it? Okay, so now Buddha's talking to Muhammad, and Yahushua's there too. They all together because they all learning together, and Buddha's just breaking it down, just taking it to another level. And because of the training that Muhammad went through before, peace be unto you, brother. Now, before he went through that training, if he had not went through Yahushua first, he would not be able to accept Buddha. He would not be able to accept the teachings of Buddha because he would not be mentally and spiritually prepared for it, because he would still be shell-shocked from being in the trenches, in the dirt, out there fighting all the time. But then Yahushua came and said, it's cool, you could chill. Yahushua got him calm down. Now he's able to accept Buddha, Brother Buddha, to put some more wisdom in his ears, to take him to another level. And then after Brother Buddha, then you might meet Brother Thoth, who knows? And then after Brother Thoth, Brother, who knows? Enoch, Ascension, who knows where you're going? My sisters, my brothers, look, everybody, look, even for those who are so-called Gentiles, like I said, I'm talking to everybody. This story involves all of us. But at the same time, like the Bible says, how's it go again in the New Testament? That there is no benefit to being a Jew or a Gentile, but at the same time there is a benefit to being a Jew, or a benefit, you know what I'm saying? So it's not to sit here and say that, how do I say that? It's not to sit here and say that there is no separation in that aspect, but it is not, once again, when you're thinking about the true, at least when I think about the true people, because the true people follow Yahushua, or some form of Yahushua. The true people follow Yahushua. This is just simply, let me put it like that. That's how it is, right? And because they follow Yahushua and that's their king, they are supposed to live by the same example. They're supposed to carry themselves and live by the same example that their king puts before them. So there is no ego. There is no I'm better than you. There is no kiss my feet. There is no you're a slave. There is no you gonna get what your ancestors. There is no that. And it's not to say that people aren't supposed to or aren't going to answer for their ancestors' sins, because if you go back to the Book of Mormon, my ancestors answered for their sins. Why do you think my ancestors ended up in this position in the first place? Because they were answering for their sins. And this ain't me out here saying, people are about to get, look, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is we live in a matrix. And the Bible even explains that sometimes stuff happens, but although there is no coincidence, it's just some stuff seems like a coincidence. But sometimes you just got to say that's the Creator's business, because that's exactly what it is. And then that's when you get into, remember, Big Buddha, Brother Buddha would say at this point, when stuff happens that you can't explain, that's when you got to go into your karma chart. It goes deeper. It starts going, maybe because you may have thought you did everything you needed to do to get all the negativity off of everything you did wrong in this life. But then Brother Buddha come be like, no, brother, guess what? Remember how you have people around here thinking that, you only going to live once? Nah, bro, you've actually been through this quite a few times. And my karma chart is telling me that you, in a past life, you was a bad boy. Or you was a bad girl. And not calling Brother Muhammad a girl. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to include the ladies in this, brothers. You know, respect to you, Brother Muhammad, peace be unto you. You know, like I said, respect all day. I respect all the patriarchs. I respect the religions, period, because I understand what they're supposed to be. I don't respect the men who put their hands and destroy these things. You know, the modern day Sadducees and Pharisees putting leaven all up and stuff instead of helping people sin. No, I don't respect you. Y'all some, if I must say it, bitchs. Because you leading, you keeping your people in hell, and you all sellouts. I don't care what race you are. If you keeping your people in bondage, you not letting them see the truth, you a sellout. I don't care who you are. This ain't no color thing. This is deeper than flesh and blood. This is a spiritual thing. You a sellout. I don't care who you are, what race you are, what you claim. If you keeping your people in bondage, not giving them the wisdom, you a sellout, and you deserve everything that happens to you. Period. Anyway, I digress. I apologize. So. Anyway, so let's keep going. So I'm sitting here, and like I said, the whole point of the conversation was what I want so-and-so to be in charge. And the reason why I wouldn't want to be in charge is, and I know it's been 40 minutes to this point, but I'm gonna try to speed it up some more. Is I wouldn't want them to be in charge because, and be honest, and this is not me saying I want this in charge now, this in charge. I don't want none of y'all in charge. This goes back to Saul. And this goes back to Samuel and Saul and that whole situation right there. This also goes back to King Mosiah in the Book of Mormon. Like I said, my people, my family, do your research. It's your people. It's your history. In order to learn who we are, this is what you need to read to understand. So anyway, when it comes to, I don't want none of y'all in charge, because at the end of the day, remember how my people ended up in slavery in the first place. Remember how the Bible said how they were acting. And you know how the Bible talk about how did the Israelites in the Bible act? What was God telling them? Oh, you walking around with your ego. You got all these big gold chains on. The women got all these trinkets. The men think you so big with your horse. Replace a horse with a BMW. Same thing today. Look at us today. Same thing. Always ego driven. Always I'm better than you. Always walking around. Always got to be the swaggeriest. For no reason. You just can't just chill sometimes. We always got to be on one. I'm talking now I'm talking to a certain point of people. I'm talking to Yisrael or Eber. Whatever now, like I said, we got many names. And I promise you the names we had today is not what we called ourselves. Or Yehuda or Yehudi, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, Dan, Simeon, Levi, most definitely, Manasseh, Ephraim, Joseph. Well, they are the same, yeah. So anyway. I digress. Let me not forget Brother Reuben. Let me throw that in. Who did I, man, who I went down, I said Simeon, Gad, Naphtali. Who I know I'm forgetting somebody. Am I forgetting somebody? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Who am I forgetting? Dang, brothers. I apologize. I know I'm forgetting. I know I said Benjamin. Who I forget? No, Gad, Naphtali, Simeon, Levi, Benjamin, Manasseh, Ephraim, Dan, Joseph, Reuben. I think I got everybody. Oh, no, Levi. I said Levi. Okay, anyway. So, look, family. It's not meant for... If it's not meant for another Israelite nation to be built. That's fleshly. We're supposed to be past that, deeper than that. It's not to say not to have pride and shout out loud who we are. Yes, have pride in who we are. And like I said, honestly, if we go deeper too, honestly, family, Benjamin and those weren't even our people's real tribal names. They're different names. Like I said, we've been lied to so much. And we are slowly getting the information back. It's taking time, but look. Yes, have pride in who you are, but that's just for anybody, for whatever tribe. Whatever tribe you come from, whether it's so-called black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, African, everybody all over the world, everybody, whatever tribe yes, have pride in who you are and who your people are. But you never let who your people in the flesh are override who you are before the Creator. Your true father, your true mother, your true Creator. You never let anything overtake that. So, what I'm saying is, and remember what was the issue again? And this even goes back to civil rights. And brother Dr. King, rest in peace, brother. But this even goes back to the time of Samuel and Saul. Remember what happened with Samuel and Saul? At first, the judge Samuel, there was a war, and the people kept crying, "We want a king, we want a king." And Samuel was like, and then the Most High sent a message through Samuel to let the people, to rebuke them and let them know how evil they were, asking for a king. Because they're like, do you understand what a man in the flesh is going to do to you? He's going to take your sons and your daughters from you, send your sons off to war to die. He's going to take your land. This is how people treat you. But you know what? Go ahead. You can have a man. Go ahead, trade me for a man. Because obviously I haven't been doing a good job with all that free will you have to do what you want. Because you always want to complain, but you don't ever want to look at your choices. You don't even want to look forward and see what I'm doing to you. How strong I'm making you, what I'm trying to teach you. If you would just wade through the storm and trust in me, you would see the light. You would make it there. You would come out on top. You wouldn't fear death because you know there is no death. That this is all just a test. It's an experience. But you said you wanted a man, so hey, go ahead. Let's see how that works out for you. But once again, if you go back to the Book of Mormon, family, this is the Book of Mormon gives very good examples, I think. Matter of fact, there's another book out there. It's called The Iron Republic. It's about this land outside of the ice walls, flat Earth type stuff, and the way their government is set up. And that combined with the Book of Mormon's idea of a government, or Yahusha's idea, or the Creator's idea of it, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like, there is no leaders. You are your own leader because we are all sovereign beings underneath the Most High Creator. You don't need nobody to lead you but the Creator. You yourself and the Creator. It don't mean be selfish. It means we all, but that's because it only works in harmony when we all live under the guise and understanding that there is a Creator, and that the Creator has rules that we voluntarily go by, because we know that this keeps order, this keeps peace, it keeps mutual respect for everybody. Everybody has a chance to live and understand and learn and have enough when you live in a society like that. But that's not what I see when I see, even with the look, and I'm not even, and let me not even just pick on, like I said, I'm not even just picking on my brothers in the Hebrew Israelite communities. This is every community out here today. When I look at people in the flesh, I don't care what color, whatever, when I look at how people treat each other, and especially ones that claim that I follow this religion or this doctrine, but when I see how much these people always cave in, how these it's like every time that people need them, when it's their time to show their allegiance to their people, because family, a king, a queen, who they are, a king and queen, I'm gonna tell you right now, or a servant, we got it messed up. They're not supposed to be freaking, like, how do we say, they're not supposed to be famous. They're not supposed to be out here getting all this clout and stuff. Yes, there are perks that come with being a known person, but they're supposed to be humble individuals, because the people are not made for the government, but the government is made for the people, to take care of the people. The people aren't made for the religion. The religion is made for the people, to teach them of their Creator so they can live peaceful lives. It's not a religion thing, family. When I say, like I said, when I'm an Israelite, just because I'm an Israelite, that's another way of saying I'm from one of the tribes. Just because, matter of fact, I might say I'm a Judean, right? But just because I'm a Judean or a Yehudi does not mean that I am a so-called Jew or you. Because that's Sadducee. It said basically Sadducees and Pharisees today, family, in my opinion, would be, well, because of my background, would be the Catholic or just regular Christian church, especially in America and Europe in general. Or if I was in Islam, I'm pretty sure the head leaders of Islam. Like, don't get me wrong, I still think, they have more, they're better. Well, let me not go there. I don't want to say all that. Look, I'm not favoring nobody. I'm just talking about there's a such thing as too much freedom. Now, when I say that, I don't mean no dictator. I'm talking about heavenly, where it's like you voluntarily, and it's not even, I'll put it like this. When you're in a ascended mindset or heavenly, it's not even about, it's not about giving up something in a way of personal desires, because you'd have it. I can't see, you're in the kingdom, you have what you want. So I can't see you not having everything you want. It's not about not having what you want. It's about not taking so much that now you start taking away from others. Not letting what you want interfere with other people. Not letting what you want overtake other people's feelings. So you're doing stuff that, even though it's what you want, it hurts other people. Because now remember, what's the word say? Yes, it's cool that you love your friends and your family, but then really, who cares? Everyone does that. But love your enemies, and then I'll be impressed. So in other words, teach your enemies with respect. The same respect that you treat your brothers and sisters, and that's how you should treat your enemies. And over time, your enemies are treated. Look, and once again, this don't mean be ignorant and let somebody hurt you. We not gonna get on that tonight, because I don't want to get too deep in it like that. But once again, what I'm saying is, I support my brothers and sisters. And I told you I was going to tell you I was going on with this Kyrie thing right now. This is not about the Hebrew Israelites about to become a big organization and start getting in politics and leading and being. Now, not to say that can't happen, because it could happen. Anything's possible. And if it did, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I wouldn't necessarily personally, because once again, I'm not following people, I'm following the Most High. And men are infallible. And I'm not even going to necessarily, and I'm not blaming the children of Abraham or the Israelites for what a few do, because that's with anybody, any race. So once again, but this is for, as a matter of fact, this, like I said, this is KKK. I don't want none of y'all in charge. Like I said, I want the Most High in charge. And people who are Most High conscious. If they were in charge, like judges. Remember, judges would only be in charge during times of war, dire situations. They're only in charge when they're helping people decide decisions of law. But other than that, they have their own families. They provide for their own food and money. They till their own lands. Yes, the people will give them money at times, because remember, as a judge, you can't always take care of your land, because you're helping the people. So obviously you do get incentives, like I said. But nonetheless, if you're in that position, I'll put it like this: if they're chosen by the Creator, the person who's going to be in that position is going to be a humble person anyway. They're probably not going to want to be in charge. They're going to be like, look, man. Matter of fact, they probably won't even like it, because this goes back to my analogy from my other videos, when it talks about, when I was telling you about the people of Most High are like bus drivers. If you look at a bus driver, if anyone who's ever used to riding a bus for any time of length of time in their life, you remember there were days. Look, most of the time the bus driver was cranky and mean, didn't want to say nothing, whatever. Yes, there were those days where the bus driver was, you caught them on a good day, they happy, this or that. But a lot of times, like you said, they going through so much, they tired, got personal problems, dealing with people on a bus all day, different spirits, and they just don't want to be bothered. They feel like they overwork, they not paid enough, they not appreciated enough. This is how it feels to be a priest in the tribes. It's not supposed to be this glamorous thing. Oh yeah, we this and we that, we better. No, it's work. It's like this. Like think about when, has anybody ever done research or watched movies on royalty, right? Some from the outside looking in, especially someone poor, you might think, oh man, I'd love to live like that, right? But if you ask them, sometimes they feel like they're prisoners because of their position and who they are. They're held to a higher standard than everybody. So everything they do is watched all the time. They have no freedom. Yes, it seems like there's perks, and yes, there are perks. But at the same time, they feel like they have no life, because it's like you get to choose what you want to do. They don't. Their life has been basically chosen. I am in this royal line, and not to carry myself this way all the time, no matter what, because my father or my mother, whatever, the Creator, is watching me. I'm representing them. I'm representing the Creator. And if you really care about who you are and serving the Creator, you watch. Not to say you don't make mistakes, nobody's perfect, but I'm trying to get you guys to understand, with great power comes great responsibility. To understand the weight, if you're doing it the right way. It's not about me walking around with gold on and this and that. I bet no. It's about me being like Yahusha. Just like, remember when he was talking about the lady, and she came and at first he made the comment about the scraps of the table, go to the dogs, right? He was making a statement about the Gentiles, but later on, remember, opened it up. It's not for us to be like, I'm better than you. It's for us to say, how you doing today, brother? How you doing today, sis? It's for us to be welcoming and have open arms, and they come to us, and when they see us, they say, we see that the Most High has blessed you. We see how you live. We see how favored you are. Please tell us how to do this. Who do you serve? How do I become like you? And then that's how you get them. And now you minister the truth of the Creator to them. And now they change their ways. And now they start to go home and they benefit their people, because now they take what we taught them and take and teach to their people. And now the kingdom of the Most High is not just in our land, but it's all around us everywhere. And I tell you honestly, low key, those Ashkenazi people today, how they live, honestly, is how my people, is how we should. I'm not saying all the way, because my people, we're a little more into nature. So not exactly as far, I'm not talking about the beast system, but as far as how they carry themselves, how they stay in a tight community, not necessarily where they shoo everybody away. I'm not talking about that. But just at the end of the day, just because we lived, because the whole point of the tribes being spread throughout the whole world was because, once again, when they were all in the bus terminal, they didn't want to go out. They got all, oh, I'm this people. Oh, the Most High Creator adopted me, so that means I'm better than everybody. And they didn't come out and do their job. Matter of fact, they sat in there slapping each other all day, making issues, which is why the father's like, you know what? Pops or moms, or they both came in. Creator came in, is like, if y'all not gonna listen, I'm taking everything away. I'm taking the toys. Give me the cell phone. You're not going out. You in timeout. You going to punishment. Matter of fact, go away. Matter of fact, I'm sending you to your auntie house, sending you to your uncle house, sending you to your grandma and grandpa house. Go. I'm sending you to your older brother house. Sending you to look, y'all need to get some respect. And this is what happened. Send them all out. And while they out there, like he said, look, the Creator said, look, don't fight your master. They over you now. I told you. You didn't want to listen. Now you got to learn. Tough love. Muhammad had to come in because Muhammad said, you trying to test my gangster? You trying to I had to bring the Muhammad back. Peace be unto you, brother. I had to bring it back. So basically, yeah. So now that what happens is, while the kids are out there amongst everybody else, now they get a dose of reality. They get a dose of the real world. Now they become humble. Now they start to realize what they had at home. Now they start to realize what they miss, what they could have been, what could have been, if they only listened. If they only did what Abba said. If they only did what Mama said. If they only did what Big Brother said. We wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't be out here. I wouldn't be out here with you cold, hungry, not knowing where I'm at. But instead, we out here tripping. And we out here lost. But now things are changing. Things are waking up. So once again, I support my brother. I support the awakening. I support this truth coming out. But we cannot get stuck in religion. We cannot get stuck in Sadducees and Pharisees. Because at the end of the day, if you know the truth, because some of my brothers do be out here, so I'm not gonna lie. There do be situations where they be going in talking about, well, y'all gonna get this and that. Look, if y'all really do our history, we was doing it to each other. And this is not me making excuses for colonial. This is not me saying. What I'm saying is, when Yahusha comes, look, don't get me wrong. There will be that fire, brimstone, and destruction. But guess what? It's not only coming for the Gentiles, but it's coming for a lot of them 2/3 too, if you know what I mean. Because some of our people just don't want to listen. They don't want to grow. Because this is the difference between, this is why I say it's deeper than flesh and blood. Because remember when Moses brought the tribes out of Egypt or bondage, right? It wasn't just them. There were those who cling to them. These so-called Egyptians or Kemites or whatever you want to call them, whatever the truth was, whatever they truly called themselves back then. And it even applies to today. It applies all throughout history and time and outside of time, because this is the reality of things. This is who we are. It is not for us to be outrageously hateful and ego-driven, to hurt others, to think we better. It's almost like when you look at Lord of the Rings, right? Imagine the angel were if the elves were the Hebrews, right? They're only supposed to come to Middle Earth not to take part in their kingdoms and start marrying them. And no, they're only really coming to observe. And when the people want some wisdom, they know where to go because they know that they came from the land. Let's be honest. The elves are representations of angels, and where they lived in the land forever, that was heaven. So at the end of the day, who are the people of Middle Earth? We're Middle Earth. You know, who are they going to go to? And once again, if anybody knows something about Middle Earth, you know there's a lot bigger world, but Middle Earth tends to be in a almost like a little circle dome. I'm just saying. But anyway, and it's called Middle Earth. And where's Earth on here? In the middle. I'm just saying. I digress. But my point is, when the people in living in the different civilizations in Middle Earth, you know, they want to know some truth, right? Where you go? You go to the people closest to the Creator. You go to the elves or the angels. What are you going to call them? So that's just what my people supposed to be. You're not supposed to be out here just really, like I said, we supposed to be more so like the Ashkenazi people you see today. We're supposed to be more so like that. Not saying the same clothes, and I'm not even saying live in the same way, but similar when it comes to the law of the Most High. Yes, because of our people, different tribes, we definitely do things in different ways. But nonetheless, remember I said many paths lead to the narrow path. But essentially, you know, and honestly, that's what the word is supposed to be too, family. I've said this before. When you honestly break down the Bible and you take religion out of it and your ego and stuff, it's a nation building book. You got the freaking amendments right there. You got the Articles of Confederation, Declaration, and you got all of it right there. You got the I hate it when stuff we talk about or we've known for years slips your mind. Anyway, the government of the United States, you can fit that in the Bible. I'm just saying, family. If you take the religion out of it, if you take the ego out of it, the hurt, all the BS, and just read it for what it is, and let the Creator teach you, like He said, in order to get into heaven, you must become like a child. Become like a child and let the Creator teach you again. And then you'll see what it is before you. But if you always take a people's word, man's word, you ain't never going to figure it out, yo. You'll never see the blessing that is right before you. So once again, it's not for us. Where we going in the future, family? Everybody coming together. Because in the end of the day, like I said, it's deeper than flesh, it's deeper than blood. It's a spiritual thing. And that's where it gets deeper. When I'm talking about like 2/3. Even within the nation. Not everybody within the nation. Like, you know that term where they say all kinfolk ain't skin folk? All skin folk ain't kinfolk. And this even goes back to, once again, John baptized in the wilderness when the Sadducees came. And John told them, who told you to flee the coming punishment of the Most High? You brooded snake. Even within our community, this is something I want to say too. I don't even want to call it, they're not Hebrew Israelites. Look, they're not black Hebrew Israelites, but they're not Hebrew Israelites either. Because there's a difference between a Hebrew and an Israelite. Because there were Hebrews before there were Israelites. There weren't always Israelites, but there's always been Hebrews. Because you have to understand what a Hebrew is. A Hebrew is one who has crossed over. A Hebrew is one who has crossed the river. From the flesh to the spiritual realm. One who walks in the spirit. One who has been so-called reborn. That is a Hebrew. A Hebrew is not a skin tone. A Hebrew is not a bloodline. A Hebrew is not even a spoken language, because in the spirit, you don't speak with words with a tongue. You don't need it. You spirit. That's what Hebrew is, a spirit. Spirit. That's actually what the Christos is. What you got people lying to you. You're not understanding the Christos. You didn't let them hijack the spirit. There's a difference between Yahusha and Jesus. You know the difference between the two is? When they took Yahusha's life, right? Not knowing that he was real when he was talking about, I'm going to raise myself, right? When they took his life, they thought that, oh, since we took his life, we won. So we can go ahead and hijack his image. AKA hijack the Holy Spirit, hijack his name, hijack his being. They thought that just because they took his flesh, they could take his spirit. They thought they could hijack his movement. And they took it and they put a man called Caesar Borgia. I know I'm saying it wrong. Caesar Borgia. Write his name down in the comments so everybody know what I'm talking about. Caesar Borgia, Borgio, Borgatti, Caesar Bugatti. Yeah, there you go. They put him and his face and his likeness over the invisible or transparent spirit of Yahusha and hijacked Yahusha. It's once again, family, it's truly not about the flesh. Yes, everything has its purpose and it has its place, but it goes more spiritual. That even the children of the Most High, look, even within, like I was saying, even within the people, the bloodlines, there's still a distinction between a Israelite and a Hebrew. Because just because you're a Israelite does not mean you're a Hebrew. Just because you're a Israelite does not mean the Most High speaks to you. Does not mean you understand the Most High. Does not mean you've been tested. Does not mean that you have received the knowledge. Does not mean that you have done the necessary work. Does not mean that you are yes, everyone can prophesy, but do you really prophesy? But once again, I support my people and I see what's going on. I'm just telling y'all what's happening. This, at the end of the day, this really don't have nothing to do with the camps and Kyrie. This is just for those people to wake up, to know who you are, to get back to work. It's not about hate, because we're going to get past this hate. Don't get me wrong. Everybody who deserve to get their comeuppance, whether you so-called black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Latino, Middle Eastern, don't matter who you are, you going to get your comeuppance, period. I don't care who you are. It's about the people. It's about the creation. And matter of fact, go back to that movie Black Adam. Remember the Hawkman and Pierce Bronson, his character? Guess what? They both got it. Hawkman was representation of the Catholic Church. Pierce Bronson is representation of certain society. And look, and at the end of the day, like I said, look, what did I say? When Moses left Egypt, it wasn't just the people. It wasn't just the tribes. There was a multitude. There was a multitude. Get Babylon out of your mind. Get the color out of your mind. I'm talking to the star seeds. I'm talking to all the creation. All those who truly want to follow the Creator. Who throw off this, I'm from this society. No, it don't matter what color you are. If you truly want to follow the Most High with all your heart and live that way, I'm talking to you. Like I said, it goes deeper. It's a spiritual thing. And at the end of the day, no matter what I say, all those fakers and like what's the story about when the seed falls on the good soil and bad soil, right? You know, when the spirit starts coming, right? The seeds that fall on some seeds fall on the ground, and because they fall on the ground, it's hard. You know, birds come eat them. They don't take root because they fell on solid ground, didn't fall in the gravel. Some will fall in the gravel, right? But then weeds will come up and choke them out, still get ate up. In other words, basically at the end of the day, the moral of the story is some people sit here and say, I believe all day and I'm ready. But when things start going down, when you start being proved, because I'll put it like this, family, when you really tell the Creator you for the Creator, when you really tell the Creator, look, I'm down for you, I'm about to serve you, I'm about to do whatever. Best know, family, you about to be, at first, you about to go through a lot of hell. You're going to be lonely because you can't, look, how can you sit here and say you love the Creator and want to be for the Creator if you don't even give the Creator no time? You say you love the Creator, but you won't even take the time to pick up a book and read it and learn about the Creator. Remember, if you love somebody, you're going to do everything you can to seek what you can to please this person you say you love. So you say you love the Creator, but you don't put nothing into it. You always me. I would hate to be in a relationship where the person was always me. You'll never ask me how I'm doing. Don't never come talk to me. I mean, every now and then, yeah, you'll come in the house when you come from work and you tired. You've been out all day doing you, chilling you, didn't even call, check up. You come home, you know, how you doing? Give me a little kiss. You talk to me give me a little BS conversation. You know, I'm sitting here cooking, keeping a roof over your head, but you still want to come home and chill, right? I barely see you, don't hear. This is how you treat me. And then guess what? As soon as something happened, guess what? Daddy, mama, I need help. Right? Ain't this how we do it, right? It's how we do it. Also, I know I'm getting real serious. I apologize. Look, Shalom family. Hey, Wusa. Nam yo I'm playing. I'm kidding. Boy, they say, oh, he about to put a spell on. No, I'm playing. I'm just playing, family. Anyway, I know I'm being silly, but I'm being serious about this, family. Like, for real. It's for real. Honestly, like I said, I don't like that love word because I don't think the majority of us, most people don't understand what real love is, and they don't deserve it because you won't even take the time to understand. I don't like that word. So I'm gonna break it down. So for most people, legit, it's respect. Number one, it's respect. Because that joy, which is what I really know love is, cannot come without respect of life and of all others. So if I'm not good, then that means my neighbor not good. We need to make sure we good together. And when we both good, now guess what? Now we both can start loving and having real joy. But until general respect starts going around this thing, so we ain't getting nowhere, family. Until you start putting work into the Creator, we ain't going nowhere, family. We ain't going nowhere. Nowhere, my G. Nowhere. Y'all gotta put the look. It starts with you. It starts with self. Look, we in AA. Hey, let's go. We in AA. All of us in AA right now. That's what we doing right now. We in AA. And what's the first step of AA? You gotta go find people, right, and apologize, that you did in the past. And I'm not telling you necessarily go do that. What I'm saying, that starts with self-reflection. You need to first know what you've done wrong. And now that you know what you've done wrong, start fasting, start praying, start repenting, start reading, start studying, start changing how you live, start watching how you talk to people, start watching how you treat others. And then one day, the Creator might present a situation, like people who you've hurt might present a situation for you to make things right. Like, what's the word say? Before you come before me, right? Before you come to me, you realize you got an issue with your brother, you need to go back and handle that first. And then come back, talk to me. Go handle your situation with your brother. No, don't come talk to me. Because I don't want all that BS, because you have all that stuff in your heart. Go handle that stuff, because I don't want to hear about what your brother did. No, go handle that BS with your brother, because I don't want to hear it right now. Don't come in my house with your BS, with your junk. Go handle your business. Go handle your business. Go handle your business, right? Go handle it. Go handle your business with your brother, with your sister. And then come back and we can talk, son. We can talk, all right? We can talk. Pops will give you some information. We gonna handle stuff. I love you, right? I love you, son. I love you. I love you, right, boy? Come here, boy. I love you. Or, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Or your mother. Oh yeah. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna get all feminine. Nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna do it right now. But you get what I'm saying. Even on the feminine aspect, you come home to mom. Or male or female. I know, sister. I'm a man sometimes. Look, we don't be thinking about what you be talking. All this includes you too, my sisters. Although y'all be getting on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. You women, y'all be, don't make me bring out more. I'm playing, but I'm playing. Look, I'm playing. My sisters, no, for real. Brothers, don't be out here. Look, let me tell you, if you're a man out here beating women because you come home and the grit's too hot, boy, Muhammad gonna come smack you. I'm telling you, he gonna be like, boy, he gonna smack you. And then he gonna smack her because the grits is too. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm kidding. I'm not talking about, look, that's not funny. Look, we laugh about men abuse all day. Don't be, look, no, for real. Remember how I said earlier, when I'm talking about the real children of the Most High? Look, when it comes to the real children of the Most High, ain't nobody putting their hands on nobody first off. That's why I say Islam is what we do first. First off, remember, kids like to put their hands. First off, we need to stop putting our hands on each other. And then once when you have relationships, people need to stop cheating. But remember, you can't have polygamy, but y'all got to be honest from the get-go. And that polygamy is not for everybody. So if you're a dude, or remember, there are guys who don't want polygamy, because remember the Bible, remember Boaz, and remember Ruth, and they were going to marry her off to, but no, by law, she had to marry the other cousin. But then the cousin's like, dude, I already got one wife, bro. She's enough. Believe me, I don't want another one, right? So then that say Ruth, right? And then she got married by the other dude. So what I'm saying is, what's for you is for you. What's for somebody else is for them. Stay out of other people's business. The Most High is handling everybody. Wait your turn. Be patient. But while you waiting your turn, fast, pray. Repent, repeat. Research, read, carry yourself. What does it say in the Quran, right? If you walking down the road, right, and you see a rock or an obstacle that even though you miss it, and it don't hurt you, you know that there's a potential for it to hurt your brother who might come down the road in the next few minutes or hours or even days or months, whatever, that this obstacle has the potential to hurt them. If it's not going to hurt you, you can move it and move the obstacles. Don't hurt nobody, and take the time to do it. Don't be so much in a rush worrying about you that you don't want to help your brother out. You know what I'm saying? Now go back to that booty Ganda stuff. Self-love, peace. Don't forget to meditate, family. Because a lot of this too, this is about, we got to a lot of us got a lot of anger. We got a lot of stuff in us. Family, we got to get that that self-peace back. You got to get that woosah. I think I'm starting to do word salad, family. But I think my whole point was, family, we are one. We are one. What's that song? We are one. I like that song. It's a rock song. I like that song. Okay, anyway. So, let me make sure I hit all the points. We are young. We will set this world on fire. Oh, yeah. Okay, I forget what they call it. Let me make sure I hit everything. I hit black people ain't no good. I'm playing. Oh wait, ain't no such thing as black people. So I'm playing. My people, my brown people, I'm playing. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I joke a lot. I'm playing. I'm joking a lot. No, for real though. I got a lot of respect for my people. My people. This ain't no. I'm just saying. Look, I said, look. I want to see a million man Israelite march on Washington. Honestly, I would love. It's peace, family. Not no, but I would just love. Honestly, I would love to see that. I would love to see my brothers just in that manner. And honestly, even though I'm not even on the Israelite tip no more, like for real, because I have a deeper understanding. Like I said, my blood wise, but like our people have many different names. I don't want to. I'm not in any. Or I only serve the Creator. You might as well call me a hermetist now. I don't know, or not even that, because I don't want the. I just serve the Creator. That's it. That's who I am. That's who I want to be. I don't want no titles on me. I don't want nothing on me. Nothing holding me back. Because when you put chains on you, it stops you from learning. You're never going to stop learning, family. Remember that. This learning process, even in so-called death, you never stop learning. You're going to keep going on and on and on and like the Energizer Bunny. On and on. All right? But like I said, I support my people. I felt like this was on my spirit to talk about tonight. And get y'all understanding. Remember, family, that the Christos, look, I need to say this too. When people talk about the only way to the Father is through the Christ or Messiah, they're right. They're true. Now, this is why I'm telling you, this is the difference between Yahusha, the Son, the Master, and Yahusha's true self, the Spirit, which is when in the word says, Yahusha said, these things I have done, you will do as well. And you will do even greater things, right? He says, you are God. You are my brothers and sisters. So basically what I'm saying is the world, I still wouldn't call because it's not Christian. And it's not even, I wouldn't even say it's Christos. Christos is just another word for your soul, your spirit, the fire within you. So when they say the only way to the Creator or ascension is through Christ, that's the truth. It's literal because Christ is in all of us. Christ is not a religion. It's not a Christian thing or Christos. It's talking about your soul. Christos is just another way. The simplest way I could put it is just the Holy Spirit within you or your soul. It's just you, period. You are the Christos. You can only get back to the Father by going within, going to the true you. In other words, Christos is when you. I don't want to start a Christos movement because, like I said, I don't like the religion. I don't like the names because remember, honestly, family, when we put a lot of these, I understand why we have words is to explain things, right? But sometimes we put too much emphasis on these labels and we always put ourselves in boxes. I don't want you guys to get caught up on these names. I need you to just understand what I'm saying. The Christos, or in today's world, which has been disguised as so-called white Jesus. I'm sorry to say it, but Caesar Borgia is not Yahusha. Yahusha sacrificed himself, and then they tried to hijack his spirit, but guess what? You can't touch the spirit because you can't grasp it. You can't touch it in your fleshly hands. So they tried to hijack it by putting the image of another person on it, and now they got you praising his image. But nonetheless, you know how I told you guys growing up? Growing up, I grew up church, Christian church. House of Holiness, Baptist, and was it bad word? Okay, anyway, so I grew up Jesus, loved Jesus, this and that, until one day I realized once again that wasn't his name, and I went through the whole phase of, no, his name is Yahusha, don't say this, his name is Yahushai Hamashiach, don't say this, and then one day the Spirit was like, dude, calm down, bro, it's not that serious. Remember you used to say my name all the time, Jesus? Remember you used to like, I love Jesus, I'll die. Remember you, Negro, remember you was all zealous, right? I mean, Thank you. I appreciate it. You show good. But still, remember you just out there showing your ass. You know what I'm saying? Jesus power. And then one day you learn, right? Okay. Remember, so I need you to understand something. Even though you used to call Jesus, you remember times you're in trouble and you call me? Did I not come? What? No, I asked you a question. Oh, see? Remember I told you sometime Yahusha, look, I guess he just tired of me. He's like, look, I'm tired, boy. You gonna make me act like, ooh. Listen here, brother, son. But no, I'm playing. What did Kanye say? Boy, hey, let me talk, boy. Let me finish, boy. I'm talking, boy. I'm playing. No disrespect to nobody. I just thought it was funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I think anybody laughing at because that was just funny. Especially as much as he be cutting people off, whether they white, black, whatever he cut, bro. That was look. At the end of the day, I think regardless of your color, I think a lot of people who had talked with him was like, I appreciate that, Kanye. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, because I digress. I know I forgot where I was. So I guess I was talking about Yahushua. So anyway, what Yahushua is trying to tell you, yes, Yahushua is my king. I choose Yahushua. Matter of fact, when I went to Hogwarts and they asked me they said which fraternity or school in Hogwarts do you want to join? They said, do you want to join the school of Christianity? Do you want to join Hebrew Israelite? Do you want to join Islam? Do you want to join Buddhism? Do you want to do a Hindu sect? Or you have Yahusha over here. He's got his I mean, a lot of people don't go because it's not prestigious. But Yahusha, I chose Yahushas. I choose Yahusha every time. Every time, I don't care what you say. I choose Yahusha. And I pray the Creator gives me the strength to stand on this because the way I understand, the way I know, my king, my master, the only man whose feet I will kiss Yahusha. I don't care. If Yahusha, make sure he can pop up. Yahusha pop up behind me right now, he wouldn't ask me to do it. But I think I would be so overwhelmed, I would kiss my master's feet. I would. That's the only man I will bow to and call my master. And even though he's not God, but I promise you he wouldn't let me. He'd probably be like, bro, get up, man. I told you about this. We're friends. We're friends, okay? And we brothers. Stop kissing my feet. This is probably what he'd be like. But he'd be like, haven't we talked about this? Matter of fact, I'm going to go. I'm like, no, okay, I got it. Okay, we cool. What's up, bro? No, I'm playing with you. I'm playing. But this is what I'm saying. This is supposed to be your relationship with the Creator, family. Y'all supposed to make it to where you friends. But remember, how do you treat your friends? You respect your friends. You treat them with respect. You give them honor and reverence. You don't have no ego with your friend. I mean a true friend. This is why I tell people, especially people talking about, I got all these friends. Especially back when Facebook and all this stuff first started, MySpace. I got this. No. You can't, especially in this form, you literally cannot have that many friends. Because when a true friend takes on your essence, takes on your issues, takes on your hurts and your pains, they take on all that garbage. You can't have 100 friends and be taking on all that BS. You go crazy. You don't have enough time in the day to do all that and then take care of you and especially, and then you start going through life and having you. Look, a lot of us are lucky if we have one true friend. Honestly, a lot of us walking around, we just walking around acquaintances. We all acquaintances walking around in a circle, pretending we friends. And I think with some stuff in the news lately, I think it's been proven. That's why I say this all the time. People got to stop throwing this friend word around. People got to earn your friendship. I have to earn your friendship. You have to earn mine. Other than that, I don't care who you are. We can know each other for 10 years. You can be my acquaintance for 10 years, my G. Let's be honest. If I ain't never been in a situation where I needed you, or you know what I'm saying, or like, and then I'll say this too, because sometimes those people who are really meant to be in your life, you may not notice. They're going to be in your life without you trying. Those people who are really meant to be there, you're going to look and they just going to be there. Every time you turn around, they chasing you. And it's not to say that you just accept it because some people are horrible people. Some people you do got to cut off. But then some people, especially they're decent, they respect you all the time. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you need to stop and look and be grateful for what you have. Because that's a big thing in life too, family. Number one, first self-reflection. And then once you get through the self-reflection, you need to come to a place of just being grateful in general for what you have. And not always being, I don't have this. That's the number one reason of, I promise in my heart right now, of what I feel like my hardest, the number one reason of most people's depression is coveting. Is we all want something we cannot have, and because we don't have it, or think we can't have it, or think we won't ever have it, or sometimes we won't ever get, we think this, and now we've destroyed our whole lives, and we say our whole lives will be miserable because I'll never get to live like this. I'll never get to be a famous superstar. I'll never get to be rich. I'll never get to do this. And now we've just doomed ourselves once again. Now you're in hell. Now you're already in hell, but now you really feel like it's in hell because you keep doing it to yourself. Because you're tripping over inanimate objects and things that don't matter. Alright, family. I think I'm about done. It's time for me to go do some bad habits that I'm gonna stop. But gots to go. But don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm not. It's not that bad. Don't be thinking the worst. I don't look. My life, the Creator doesn't permit me to do horrible things. I'm just not perfect. But anyway, family. Yeah, I'm about to go hit up that crack, boy. Woo! No, I'm not about to go hit up no crack. I'm playing. Woo, I'm talking. My neighbors probably like, why is this Negro screaming? I'm playing. But anyway, no, for real though, family. Once again, my people, period. My people from the tribes. I got respect for you. I got love for Zion. I got love for Jah. Don't forget that. And to my star seeds and the other people out there, I got respect for you too. Because I'm here for you. My people are here for you. That's who we're here for. We're here for you. And when we are back on top in a righteous manner, in a creator, a high priest creator manner, which is like the judges, which is not lording over anybody. Everybody gonna have enough. Everybody gonna be blessed. Nobody gonna have complaints. Y'all gonna see. I'm just letting y'all know what it is. Because at the end of the day, remember the word says, the Creator will take the bad and turn it into the good, right? The Creator will take what the enemy meant for bad, the Creator is going to take and turn to good for his people. All of us are the Creator's people. We are all the Creator's creation. And one day it's going to come to chaos. And for all those who don't want to change and want chaos, look, at the end of the day, the sword coming. Whether you so-called black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Latino, Middle Eastern, African, and if I forgot you, best know you're on roll call too. Like I said, I'm taking all names. I ain't taking no side. I don't care if you look like me. If you're not for the Creator, get out my face. I'll Mohammed you in a second. Peace be upon you, my brother. Peace be unto you. Alright, family. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Salu. Konnichiwa. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Oh, yeah. In the name, okay. I'm a wise, wealthy, rich, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. I'll catch you guys later, family. I enjoyed you. I hope you enjoyed me. I know I talked a lot. Dang, I did talk a lot. I'll catch you later, family. Be blessed.